Hello students, I welcome you all for today's session on frames. So what do we understand by the meaning frame? When we think of the word frame, the first thing that comes to our mind is a border. Frame is nothing but a border. This is similar to our HTML frames. HTML frames are used to divide the browser window into multiple sections, and each section can then load a separate HTML document. A collection of frames in the browser window is called as a frame set. The window is going to be divided in the same way the tables are divided into rows and columns. So the browser window also we are going to divide it with the rows and columns. To use frames on a page, we are going to use the frame set tag instead of the body tag. So body tag is not required. The frame set tag is going to define how we are going to divide the window into frames. There are two attributes which are very important with respect to frame set. They are rows and columns. The rows attribute of the frame set tag defines horizontal frames, and columns is going to define the vertical frames. Each frame is indicated by frame tag, and it defines which HTML document shall open into the frame. That is going to be your source. So, this rows and columns can have three kinds of values. The first kind of value it can contain is number, followed by percentage, and then asterisk. So, these are the three values which your rows and columns attribute can have. You can see in the example, the first one, it is only numbers. Frame set rows is equal to 20, 30, 50. It is going to depict only numbers. So this is one kind of value. The second one, you can find there is a percentage symbol. Okay. When number is going to be used, it is going to be in terms of pixels, like how many pixels. The third one is when you are going to use the asterisk symbol. Asterisk here stands for the remaining part of the screen. Now see, the total browser window size is going to be 100%. If you take the second example, okay, frame set rows is equal to 22%, 33%, 45%. When you sum up this, it is going to be equal to 100. In the same way, the third one you can see, the first frame is of 22%, second frame is of 33%, and then instead of specifying the value, we have just specified the asterisk symbol. This means the remaining entire part of the screen is going to be your third frame. Now, when we are going to divide the browser window into different multiple frames, the next question that comes to our mind is, what is going to be the content of every frame? Okay, so this content of every frame is going to be specified with the attribute source. So you can see in the example they are given, frame source is equal to example.html. So the particular frame is going to display the content of example.html. Okay, we will see one example on that. This is how we are going to create vertical columns. This example is going to help us to understand how we are going to create vertical columns. So the first thing what we have to remember is body tag is not required. We are just going to use the frame set tag. So we have started with the root element as HTML. Frame set, because that is going to define the frames. Frame set columns. We are creating vertical frames. That is why we are going to use the attribute columns. If we are trying to create horizontal frames, then we are going to use the attribute rows. So how many frames we have specified? We have specified 4 frames. And what is the percentage of each frame? 25%. And at the last frame, we have specified it as asterisk. Okay. After that, we have specified the source for every frame. Which document should be loaded into the particular frame. So we have written as frame source is equal to frames1.html. So frames1.html is going to be a separate file. Okay, which is going to be loaded into the file where we have created the frames. So we have created 4 frames. So we are having 4 separate files. Frame1.html, frame2.html, 3.html followed by 4.html. And then we have closed the frame set tag followed by the closing of the HTML tag. So this is our source file. Okay, this is where your frames are going to be created. Now let us see what is going to be the content of the individual frame 1, frame 2, all the individual files which is supposed to be loaded into the particular frame. I have kept this example quite simple just for your understanding. I have just written frames1.html. So this is my frame1.html file content. I have started with the root tag, used the body tag, and then I have specified the heading as h1, that is the first heading, frame 1, and then I have specified content of frame 1. That's it. Okay. Not necessary you have to write the same thing. The file could be anything. It could be an image file, it could be a text file, it could be any animation running. The content does not matter here when you are writing. The most important thing is the way you specify the source. So you can use any content. For simplicity, I have just used one heading tag and one sentence, content of frame 1. Then I have closed the body tag and then HTML tag. The same thing I have done for the remaining 3 frames. You can change the content, not necessary you have to write the same thing. Okay, it is according to your requirement you can change the content. Now frames2.html also same thing, it is going to just display frame 2 and then content of frame 2. Frame 3, content of frame 3, frame 4, content of frame 4. So now 4 separate files are going to be loaded into a single browser window. Okay, so we will see one demo example on how we are going to create vertical columns. When you see the demo, it will be quite clear. Okay, so the first thing what I do is go to Notepad. HTML frame set columns. Why columns? Because we are trying to create vertical frames. 25%, 25%, 25%, and then asterisk. Okay, and then the source. Frames1.html. Not necessary you have to use frame 1, frame 2. You can rename it as another file, but ensure that you use the same name over here when you are specifying the source. Okay, and then I close the frame set tag followed by HTML tag. So this is my source file. I have created frames which are vertical. So 4 frames, 4 vertical frames I have created using the columns attribute of the frame set tag, and then I have specified the source. Okay, so I have written frames 1, frames 2, frames 3 and frames 4.html, and then I click on save. I save it as example 31.html. Okay, all files. Remember, you have to always save it as all files. So this is my source. Now I have to create frames1.html, frames2.html, frames 3 and frames 4. So started with the root tag, by the body tag, use the head tag, and I say frame 1, close the head tag, paragraph, I will say content of frame 1. Okay, and then I close body tag, HTML tag. So this is my frame1.html. I will name it as frames11.html. new body h1 frame 2, close the heading tag. So this is my frames2.html. Going to save it as frames. I have the files named as frame1, frame2. That is, can you observe here? Okay, so that is why I have named it as frame21.html. Okay. Body h1 frame 3, close h1 paragraph. I say content of frame 3, close the paragraph, followed by closing of the body tag and the HTML tag. Okay, so I'm going to save. I have saved the main source file as example31.html, so I cannot save here same, so I'm going to save it as frames31.html. It's example and here it is frame, so that is fine. I click on save. Now coming to the last file, HTML body 1. I write frame 4. I close the h1 tag. Then I write content of frame 4. Okay, I'm going to use the paragraph tag. So now close the paragraph tag, followed by closing of the body and HTML tag, and I'm going to save it as frames41.html, and I then click on all files. Okay. Now one thing I have to remember is that I have saved it as example31. In example31, I have saved it as frames1, frames2. So my file name is going to mismatch. So I'm just going to go back and then change the file names. Okay, I make it as frames21. Frames, first one is going to be 11, next it is going to be 21, 31 and 40. I've done this so that you ensure that the file name is correct. Okay, now we are going to run this example 31 and check the output. Can you observe the output? I will zoom in. Okay, so my entire browser window is divided into 4 vertical columns, and it is going to be of the percentage 25%. I have specified the columns as 25%. So you can see entire browser window is divided into 4 vertical columns. Fine. So we will continue in the next session. Thank you, students.